Hello, this is That Talking Podcast. I'm JJ Starr.
And I'm Downtown Andy.
Welcome. We're here to talk and bring some civil discourse to an otherwise discordant world. What's up, cowpoke?
Really?
Poke.
I'm going to poke you after this is over.
Watch it.
You watch me.
How you doing?
I haven't seen you all day.
I know. We've been home together all day and haven't seen each other at all.
It's Columbus Day.
Yeah.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yep.
Whatever day.
Both of those things.
Monday and October
and probably
Day.
a few other things too. I don't know. Is it Canadian Thanksgiving? Maybe.
Do I look Canadian? No.
Who knows? But yeah, no, it's been a busy day. Busy time of year is that busy time of year.
Certainly a far cry from this time last year.
Yeah, for sure. But we didn't see each
Knock
other.
on it. Illness has not befallen us.
We didn't see each other much this time last year either.
Sure we did.
Did we?
I was chair ridden.
Yeah.
I was wrapped up in my robe and, because
Yeah.
my chest was killing me from those goddamn shingles and
Yeah.
that fucking pepper spray that they told me to put all over.
I wasn't sick yet last year. Not last year.
Yeah, last year.
Was I?
No, we had COVID in August.
We had COVID in August.
And then I had shingles in October.
It was the fall. It was fall 23 then when I had pneumonia.
Yes.
When everyone was like, well, it's not COVID. I'm like, well, I've been sick for 2 months. So
It was either that or 22, but
No, I think it was 23 because I was working because I had to take a lot of time off from work.
Do you have rules at work?
Well, not anymore. No rules, just right. But we do have rules here in the bubble.
Zing!
Zing! 3 rules for the sake of civility. No judgment, nothing personal. Don't be a dick, please. Please. I'm going to add please because it sounds more polite. Please, sir.
My next motion is going to be a shout out to one of my favorite podcasters.
Why?
Good to be with you. Ooh, that one went down the wrong pipe. Oh wow, you did an even better one than me.
I just wanted to get up on it. I figured it was a game.
That's later.
It was a game. You good? You all right? The tea got you?
I want to play a game.
Oh man. I have not been watching.
It's going to be a minute before
I haven't been watching as much Halloween-y stuff as I think I usually do.
I didn't really start until today.
Yeah. I heard you down here watching all the Halloween
Well,
stuff.
in years past, we would watch Great Pumpkin like every day, twice a day.
Yeah. And I mean, I'd like to think that we still will, but everything feels so chaotic.
It certainly is.
Everything feels very
We did our
chaotic.
follow-up after the convention, right?
Yeah,
that was last week. Okay, so they all know what you're into.
Yeah. But let me tell you, I feel the pressure on this one.
The heat is on?
The heat is on. And let me tell you, my back hurts, my neck hurts, my hands hurt, my knees hurt from sitting and doing this all day. And, but this is the business we've chosen. We, meaning me and the mouse in my pocket, I guess. I don't know. You're just kind of along for the ride. You're just there to watch.
I really had no plans for today other than to, sit exactly where I'm sitting right now and work on my inventory and all that good fun stuff.
Yeah.
While you were upstairs, creating and
I would have loved to have not spent all day working. I really would have, but I didn't work yesterday.
I would have loved to have taken a few more frequent breaks.
I probably should have taken a few more frequent breaks.
I think we probably would have benefited from having our donut time together instead of separate.
Well, you asked me.
I know.
You came upstairs and you said, would you like to share donuts with me?
And I didn't feel like waiting half an hour.
And I said, yeah, but I have to wait until, my medicine kicks in.
Tell them about Duck Donuts.
I don't know what to say about Duck Donuts other than yum.
I mean, I'd like to be a sponsor. I don't know.
I thought it was, I honestly had never heard of it before yesterday.
Nor had I.
I never heard of it before yesterday. So when you texted me yesterday and were like, do you want Duck Donuts? I thought you were making I thought it was a typo.
I thought if
what?
had sent you this picture of this establishment where there's a giant duck outside and it says in big bold letters across the top, Duck Donuts, she's going to think it's hilarious.
I'd never heard of it. And let me tell you something. I never want anything else ever again.
So my Saturdays off are few and far between, as I'm sure most of you know by this point. And so Saturday I had a couple of errands I wanted to run. And while out, it's just like, okay, I'm out of the house, which is a rare occurrence when I'm not at work. And I can't drive all this way out to where I am and not go exploring and not,
Sure.
You know what I'm talking about. And so our travels, mine and Brody's, led us to a couple of game stores, a couple of music stores, and eventually Duck Donuts.
And I truly, when you said, do you want Duck Donuts? I honestly thought it was a typo. I didn't know what it could have been a typo for. Like, do you want some fucking donuts or something? I'm like, what?
Now,
like, and I was like, yeah, I want donuts.
The game store in that plaza, I've been to many times. I find it hard to believe that Duck Donuts has existed there. And throughout all of my, trips to this place, I've not ventured into there to giggle and goof off and look at their donuts. Because listen, let's be honest. I grew up strictly with Dunkin', and very, very rarely Krispy Kreme, because like somebody would bring like crates to the church to sell after mass. Yeah. So it was a rare, but Dunkin' was the closest donut to us, with the exception of the grocery store, no name mom and pop. Like, it's just, those aren't fancy enough.
No, Dunkin' was like the only donuts that we grew up with. And then
here in the Northeast,
when I started traveling, when I started gigging, I remember everyone talking about voodoo donuts. And I'm just like, well, that's out west.
I'll suck your dick for a voodoo donut.
So I don't know, so I don't know anything about this. And I still, to this day, I've never had voodoo donuts. But, when I started discovering things like insomnia cookies and crumble and stuff like that, I'm just like, what other confections? Because I am the queen of confections. I love sweets. So you tell me you're gonna bring home some fancy donuts, and I was fucking ready.
I walked into this place and just immediately, even from the parking lot, I'm thinking of you, because I'm like, if she were
here, got a giant duck on it.
She'd be giddy as all hell. And walking in and seeing the little duck mugs and the little rubber ducks that you can buy, and ducks everywhere, ducks on t-shirts, ducks on tote bags. Hell, there were
ducks on parade.
Anyway. And they have a kiosk, and I'm just like, all right, I'll do it at the kiosk. And I'm scrolling through, and I see the fall specials, and I see the spooky specials, and it's like, why?
Spooky?
It was just regular donut.
We'll have to get the spooky donuts for anniversary vacay.
Yeah, but I went with the fall. Yeah. It's one of those places where you go in and you want one of everything. Mm-hmm. You can't, you just have to have it. Or did we do that? Yes. That was yesterday. Yesterday, we went to the Garlic Festival and wanted one of everything everywhere.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute. But I saw all of these artisan donuts, if you will. And I'm just like,
yummy.
I have to bring these home.
And these are not your standard Dunkin' Krispy Kreme donuts. Like, no. when I grew up with Dunkin' Donuts, right? You have an idea in your mind of what a donut looks like.
Right.
And then Krispy Kreme came along into our neck of the woods. And it was like, whoa, like, this is a totally different animal. These are cake donuts.
Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
Not the Krispy Kremes I've ever had.
The Krispy Kremes that I were like a totally different animal than Dunkin' Donuts. And they were denser, they were a little smaller, they were thicker and stuff like that.
To clarify, when I said that people would bring cases of Krispy Kremes to the church to sell after mass, it was literally only the glazed donuts. It was just your just your regular, but they weren't cake. They were like, like all the donuts you get at Dunkin' that are like have the frosting on them.
Well, there's a difference between a cake donut and a yeast donut.
These were all yeast donuts.
Oh yeah, okay. Which is
straight up glazed yeast.
But like Krispy Kreme had a different kind of thing going on. So
with the yeast too, or just the cake?
Just the donuts that I saw, man. This was decades ago, and I just remember it being different.
I'm just trying to probe for information. You and I had vastly different experiences.
I'm giving you all the information I have that's still firing across my synapses right now. But these donuts, these duck donuts, okay? These duck donuts. Smaller.
Not to be confused with Duck Dynasty.
Smaller, more delicate and beautiful. And let me tell you, I've never been more impressed. And because I truly, and I say that with gusto, truly, I've never been more impressed by a donut in my life. Truly. I was so excited to see that these were not, because some of them, had fillings and creams and stuff like that. But I was so excited to see when I cut into them that they were just ring donuts.
Yeah.
And the hole was just full of filling.
We were watching them get made.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when you brought the box home, I mean, these must have been hot ass donuts because like shit was falling all over the place and just melting off of it, and we're scraping it off the box because we don't waste anything in this house.
Bacon.
Yeah, that was an intense.
There was a maple glazed bacon donut.
That was
in
an
there.
intense donut.
I can't believe you let me take that whole thing.
It was a lot of bacon for me.
There's no such thing as a lot of bacon.
It was a lot of bacon because of the chew to it, but that like maple walnut frosting. Oh,
Cue
man.
Homer Simpson.
There was a peanut butter one. There was like a peanut donut. There was apple pie donuts.
There are still 2 quarters in the fridge.
What happened to the other half?
In my stomach.
Well, those are mine.
Okay.
But it was very exciting for me. And now it's like knowing that this place is what, like an hour away?
About a little more from us.
We're going to make that trek.
No argument
We're
there.
gonna go for donuts. Let me tell you.
I will drop you off at the donut depot, and I will, make some stops while you're.
That's fine with me.
Getting your duck on.
That's fine with me.
Getting you quack.
That was a fun time. That was a fun little experience to have.
To get a dozen gourmet donuts at 9 o'clock at night.
It was very exciting to me. As exciting as everything that I wish we had procured at the Garlic and Harvest Festival.
So cut to the day after now.
Yeah, now Sunday.
Yeah.
Now I should have. When I say I should have, I mean it. I should have worked. But I said nope. And I said, we're going to go to the Garlic Festival. We're going to drive. We're going to get into the family wagon, and we're going to drive.
The front wheel sleigh?
Yeah, we're going to drive into the old front wheel drive sleigh, and we're going to go to the Garlic Festival. And, I mean, people had talked about, I've heard people talk about, this for years.
The Garlic Festival.
Yeah. And I'm just like, feh. I'm like, okay. But good God.
It was fucking huge.
I mean, this was gigantic.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was food trucks and
artisans
vendors and artisanal hot sauces and pickles and pastas and pestos and pottery and
seafood. There were seafood trucks.
There was a seafood truck.
There was more than one.
There was that. There was the
axe throwing.
And everything had, and I mean, everything
invisible
for the most
bouncy
part
house
was just, I mean, we had a storm coming, so shit packed up early.
Petting zoo.
There was a petting zoo and pony rides.
The boy rode a horse for the first time.
It was a good time.
It certainly was
freezing.
It was.
It was cold.
Pretty windy.
Santa was there.
We ran into some of my coworkers. We ran into some friends.
It was a really good time. But let me tell you, I'm not surprised that shit was as expensive as it was.
Yeah, me neither.
But
economy sucks.
I mean, damn, I would have spent money.
We did spend money.
We did spend money, but we could have spent a lot more.
We spent enough.
I popped a cherry yesterday because I've never in my life asked you
to buy
me hot sauce. Ever. I've never asked anyone in my life to ever purchase hot sauce for me.
You've also
never.
I've never seen you so willing to taste a sauce that you've never tried before. I was
very scared, I'm not gonna lie.
But even like what we bought was not all that hot.
No, it's a lemon turmeric habanero sauce. It's got some throat heat to it.
Now that
it's a lot of the lightness from the lemon.
That wasn't one of the ones that was featured on Hot Ones, was it?
I don't think so.
Okay, but they had, for those listening, had 3 other sauces there for sale that have been featured on Hot Ones.
It was, I mean, I'm telling you though.
And I tried them all.
This is fucking delicious. It's fucking delicious.
I'm debating about what I want to.
The name of the sauce is called Resilience, which I find...
That's just marketing.
I find humorous.
I mean, the ones that I tried, I would have, you know what a hot sauce connoisseur I am. Mm-hmm. I would have loved to take multiple bottles home, but the thing is, the ones I tasted, the heat took the flavor away. Like, I could get hints of the flavor later on, but the thing is, because of the amount of heat, it took away from the flavor and it just wasn't pleasant. It wasn't like extremely hot. It's just like, I don't want to put this on something I'm going to be putting into my mouth over and over. Like, if I'm going to put this on a piece of chicken, like every single bite is going to be like, I'm like, my mouth is on fire as
Yeah.
opposed to being like, this tastes really good. You know, it's just like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to impress anybody.
I was just so I was proud of myself that I was willing to try it. I'm just like, why not?
Because I like hot. I got a bottle of, you know, Szechuan sauce in the
Yeah.
kit in the fridge that, you know, I've been raving about for years.
But like I see a label that says habanero on it and I'm terrified. So I was just like, but I mean, she's got a scale rating on the bottle, and this says it's 3 out of 10 spicy because of, you know, everything else that's in it. And I was like, okay, I'm like, saddle up, boys, let's go.
See, the thing is, like,
and I tried it, and I was just like, God damn, that's tasty.
I'm actually kind of tired of Mexican peppers when it comes to hot sauce, because most what we get is, you know, cayenne and habanero and Ghost Reaper and Carolina and all this other, you know, stuff that we hear about, but they're generally from like the southern part of this country, or, you know, southern regions and things like that.
Yeah.
I haven't nearly had as much of the Asian peppers.
Okay.
You know, because you don't see them typically unless you're in like an Asian food market, or, you know, unless it's a seasonal thing or whatever it is. Like, I remember somebody gifted me like a bag of Thai hots one day, and I just started, he was eating them like candy, and I'm like, oh yeah, these are good. You know, people always think of like the ones that come with the General Tso's chicken, like the ones you're not supposed to eat, but, you know,
Why aren't you supposed to eat them?
I don't know, because they're not supposed to be edible. They're supposed to be like decorational, or like just for like a minuscule amount of like heat that just secretes out of the oils and stuff like that. But that's where my tastes are at.
Yeah. I could have bought everything at this festival though. Everything smelled so good.
It was so expensive though.
It was very expensive, but you treated yourself.
I treated myself because it's a garlic festival, and there's no way we're coming without garlic.
Yes. I mean, it was a harvest festival also, so I'm like, they have pies and stuff like that, but I'm just like, we here for the garlic.
And we got ourselves a big old bag of black garlic.
A big old bag of black garlic. And I think the funniest thing is that if you look through the little window in the bag, it looks like one of the cloves is scowling at you. It looks like it's making this face.
See, it doesn't.
And I laughed at it because I was like, it looks like a tiny jack-o'-lantern.
Looking at it, it didn't actually look like garlic cloves in there. It looked like something else.
Well, that's how, because they're fermented.
Yeah.
Now they don't grow.
They look like mushrooms.
Do they grow that way, or are they made that way? Black garlic.
It's fermented, so the process of fermentation.
So it's fermented. Yeah. So it's just regular old garlic.
I would imagine.
And then fermented.
I've never fermented anything, so I don't know the process. But anybody who's listening who wants to, educate us, we'd be glad to have that conversation. The only reason I was excited about black garlic is because of Bob the Slob Belcher.
Stupid black garlic burger.
Put it on the board.
But let me tell you, like, I mean, we got a little sample. Because neither one of us had ever tasted black garlic.
It was tasty.
It was tasty. Just a little nip of it. Because it tastes almost like roasted garlic, but like it's sweeter than roasted, and it's sticky.
Well, like, there were people that we saw there that were looking for garlic roasters, like something you put the garlic in before you put it in the oven. And I'm just like, I've always just taken the whole cloves, stuck them in the oven, and then pop those like candy.
I think the roaster, maybe it works faster.
I don't know.
Because they were saying that, like, oh, well, you put the cloves in here and it takes like 20 minutes. And I'm like, listen, I've always known it to take like twice that long.
So busy and so on the go that I am not up on my culinary expertise. So, you know,
I never have been.
Winter's coming, baby.
Soup. That's soup time.
It's not the same without my favorite beer, though.
Well,
I have been nagging Shock Top for years to bring back my favorite beer. They won't do it.
You need more than one person writing letters.
Yeah. That's probably why they got rid of it in the first place. But anyway.
Probably. I mean, if it's not Magic Hat.
God, I love these adventures that we go on. Yeah. I wish we could do it more often. I wish we had the time to. But, you know, like
that's just it.
My 3-day, not only are my Saturdays off few and far between, but 3-day weekends are few and far between, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we had our 3-day week, my regular 3-day weekend, which was reserved for the convention last week.
Yeah.
And then this one was a fluke because my day off is supposed to be today.
Yep.
So I got Saturday off. You know, next week I'll be off Tuesday.
Yeah. Next week, I feel like something's going on the 21st, and I always feel like
something's going on all the time. But now, like, my brain is so shot, it's just like
and it annoys me that I have so many things to do right now because I have so much to get done.
Mm.
Like, I'm annoyed that I have to take Sadie for her shot, which is fine. But I also have an MRI tomorrow night. Now, fortunately, I scheduled it so late in the day that it will be long after I'm working. And normally, I mean, when I'm working, I really try and stick to using natural sunlight and everything, because artificial light it doesn't work as well for me. Just, I think the reflectiveness of the surfaces I'm using and everything like that, it just doesn't work for me.
I was really,
it's been difficult because I've been forcing myself to use artificial light.
really hoping today was the day to do zilch. Like you had said before before Saturday, you're just like, Monday's going to be just us. But like, I knew you had this stuff to do.
I had expected to come back from the thing yesterday and then work for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And I did not do any of that.
All right, so we had it yesterday.
So I'm like, so I literally was like, I have no choice but to work. I am at this point, I'm really reaching to meet this deadline at this point. I'm angry that I did not finish this piece today because I was determined to do it. And I had to put it down because my knee was killing me. My hand and my wrist are killing me. And I'm like, I have to stop. The sun is going down. I'm like, I have to stop. I have to call it. I've been working for, I think, 8 hours straight at that point. I mean, I stopped at 5. So 8 hours before 5 was what, 9?
Don't ask me to do math right now.
So yeah, so I had been working for at least 8 hours. And I was just like, I have to stop or I'm going to be a broken woman. And I'm looking at this thing and I put it down. I put it on in its little home where my work goes to sleep. And I was just like, I will look at this tomorrow and be mad at myself that I still have to work on it. That's fine. I'm like, I'll be mad in the morning. Right now, I'm just going to be pleased with how much I actually worked today. Because that's been a thing for me lately, is that, not being able to work for as long a day as I used to has really sort of been grinding me. But I'm working on getting over that. And it's not an age thing or anything like that. It's not even a stamina thing. It's just, I can't do it. I know my limits at this point, and I have to recognize them.
I mean, again, I would have loved to have done nothing today, but despite taking sleep aids last night, slept like crap, and you saw me. It's like, I'm going to take the extra strength one tonight because I don't have to be anywhere tomorrow, and I don't care if I wake up drowsy.
And you woke up drowsy.
And I woke up drowsy, but I still woke up at 5:30 in the morning like I always do.
Yeah.
And
maybe it's the barometric pressure outside from the storm.
I don't know. No clue. But I took it upon myself to undertake the massive event of verifying and re-editing all of my inventory because as you saw me today get frustrated with the fact that things were missing, things were put in improperly, things were there that didn't need to be there. I started 7, 8 o'clock this morning and finished 4 something.
You did not start that early. Because when I came down here at 8:30, you were doing your typical...
Did you come down at 8:30?
Yes, I did. I came down here at 8:30.
Okay, so 9.
You were doing your typical thing. Yeah, I started work around 9, and I think that's when you started also. And that was, we did a lot of shit today.
On what could have been a day off.
On what could have been a day off, but...
You see that, people?
That's all right. That's okay.
But you know what? We reap the rewards of our labors.
Yes. And it will be
in the form of donuts.
Yes, we will treat ourselves
and
to
shoes.
more donuts.
Shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes. Oh shit! I don't. You alluded to shoes, but I didn't. That's behind the screen.
What's happening?
No, it's fucking. You mentioned the shoe. Well, you didn't go into detail yet, but you talked about the shoes a little bit last week.
I did post a picture on Instagram.
I think we all saw that. So as an early anniversary gift, my lovely wife made me a custom deck.
I did. And that was another day that I did not work at all because I took the time from the minute I woke up in the morning to the minute you got home from work. I was working on that for you.
You need to get to work.
I did an entire day
your ass
devoted
in gear.
to you.
I just love that you put Ralph in there.
Ralph! My possum friend. How could I
who
not?
was scared away by the fat ass raccoon last night.
That was a big fucking raccoon.
That is last night
was the biggest fucking raccoon I've ever seen.
Certainly the biggest we've seen in our backyard.
Yeah.
Like this thing was the size of not even the size of a small dog. This thing, what can I compare this to?
It was the size of
a fat child.
like a king size pillow. It was
like the size of a My Pillow.
Seriously, this was a big fucking raccoon. And I think the funniest thing is that I know, and you know, that right now.
Who did you just point at?
The world.
Oh, I'm like, who's over there?
So quite literally, you know that they are just up there right now.
Yeah,
they're just in the bushery out there.
Yeah,
and they're waiting for me to sprinkle food on the porch.
Yeah,
because as soon as I do, at least one species will magically appear.
Right.
You know, like the birds in Home Alone.
Yeah.
You know, like they can hear it, and goddamn if they don't. And last night,
go get the turtle doves.
Last night, the first to arrive was the possum, Ralph. He was the first to arrive, and then he got scared off by the biggest raccoon we've ever seen, who we belly crawled on the floor to watch him eat. And it was a joy that we shared.
It could have been a pregnant female.
It was a big ass raccoon.
I mean, and
then the ass face next door came out to smoke. The raccoon got scared away, and then 10 minutes later, the skunks showed up. And I'm just like, and there are days when they all show up together.
Do you think they get reception up there in the bushes?
Absolutely.
They you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're part of our
I'm sure
our
that
downloads.
they are listening to us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got somebody up in the tree with the antennas.
They've got like CC cameras in here. Just, you know, they're tracking our every move at this point.
They're tapped into the security camera?
Yeah. I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it. They're all clever fellows.
Crafty motherfuckers.
They are crafty. They are crafty. And they know that we bring things home like donuts and garlic.
And they're all being piloted by Charles. Yeah. What are you, a submarine captain?
I'm a submarine captain.
Oh, man. This was a good talk.
It's not over. What are you talking about? What are we talking about?
What are we talking
about?
What
do you want to... Now that the introduction is done, what do you want to talk about?
I think we're there. We're there, man.
You know, I've been thinking about these donuts.
Still?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about these donuts. There's a skunk outside, by the way.
Get the fuck out. Oh my God, there is. And it's making its way to the door.
Yeah. Hey, girl.
Waddle. What? You hungry?
So I'm thinking about these donuts, right? Now, we get ourselves European strawberry cake for our anniversary.
You want to get these donuts for our anniversary?
I'm kind of feeling it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, then we're taking a ride to Orange.
Yeah. Like I'm kind of
We should do a field trip.
We should do a field trip.
Yeah, we should do a field trip. We should just have like our listeners congregate at Duck Donuts and, you know,
and buy us donuts.
And then maybe we'll get a deal because we promoted the biz. I don't know. Fucking like they'll walk in and be like, we're not used to seeing 30 people at once. Like,
then don't be in the middle of nowhere.
And then maybe they'll advertise this talking podcast.
But it's like, been thinking about, like, you know, the traditions, you know, the cake and stuff like that. You know,
I haven't gotten that far yet.
We do it for our birthdays and our anniversary and stuff.
I'm all
like
for
that
it
and everything.
Like,
Well, I'm all for it too, but it's like, you know, the same way that I had mentioned Halloween this year, that like I'm feeling lukewarm about it. Yeah. Normally
so much has been going on.
I mean, that's just it. It's like, it's not that it's not important, but it's like I feel kind of like I don't have the energy to go ham on it.
Like, we have one thing planned for our anniversary. We have been, you know, not really keeping up with the idea of like couples costumes this year. Like, we haven't planned anything else, and that's not a bad thing. But like, I will say that like when I've thought about our like especially when I'm at work and I look at the schedule, I'm like, oh shit, our anniversary week is at the end of this month. Like, you know, so in my mind, I'm totally forgetting the fact that at the end of this month, I have a whole week off.
It's 2 weeks away.
Right. And even now, and it's just like, because there's just been so much going on.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's still so much going on. I was really looking forward. I had said it. I was really looking forward to the Monday after the Tattoo Expo because I was going to do nothing.
And you did everything.
And I literally was just like, I don't have the option of doing nothing. And I am spending every day of the remainder of this month. I mean, God willing, I won't have to work.
Yeah, but isn't that what you wanted, though?
I mean, it is, but it's like I wasn't prepared for deadlines.
Like, let me ask you this: if somebody commissioned you on a regular basis, if somebody came to you and said, "I want you to make me these types of pieces at this frequency, and I'm going to pay you this much," so you're gonna
cool.
Let's presume that you're making a handsome salary.
Thank you.
To do what you love, to create art for somebody who's willing to pay you, like a regular, like,
oh man, that sounds fun,
yearly, salary that you can live off of. Mm-hmm. Is it still as enjoyable though?
Sure.
Is it though?
I think so, because I don't dislike the work. I don't dislike the work. I don't even dislike the stress it puts on me. Because it doesn't have to be stressful. I make it stressful.
Yeah, you do.
I know that I make it more stressful than it needs to be. But this year I did a little different than I did the year before. I didn't cram and everything. But this, just given the conditions of this particular commission, it has such a hard deadline. That it's like I have to work my fanny off. And
I'm surprised you're not doing it right now.
I know, right?
On the air.
But it's not unenjoyable. I wish that when I stopped working for the day, that I wasn't still thinking about working.
I wish that you had completely just spaced out mid-paint.
Yeah.
And instead of continuing the piece that you're actually supposed to be doing, you just kind of start looking off into the distance and your hand just moves and goes to the paint, back to the canvas, goes to the paint, back to the canvas. And before you know it, you look down and you're like, oh shit, I painted a donut.
Maybe I'll do a whole series of donuts with ducks.
Because
I'll do a duck donut painting.
Because I'd love to be a fly on the wall when you have to explain that to Darren.
No.
Like,
that's not Jesus.
I know,
no, it's not. No, it's not, but it is holy. It's not traditional Christian iconography, but it's new.
You just outed him to the entire audience.
What are you talking about?
Well, now everybody knows that he wanted religious,
So what? Was it a secret?
I don't know.
The man operates a company called Holy Trinity.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
I don't think I
don't know.
I
feel like there's some HIPAA violation in there somewhere.
No, there isn't. There is no artist-client confidentiality clause.
Maybe there should be.
All right. I'm excited about these pieces. It is new. It's definitely sort of, it's a newer. I don't typically do this style of flash. But I mean, it's American traditional, which is typically what I do, but I am also, I admit, when I think about the pieces that I wanted to make for him, he had basic ideas and some reference, to go off of and stuff, but I made them a little bit more, I'm making a couple of them a little bit more convoluted than they need to be. Yeah. And I know. And I after I started, I kind of hated myself for it, but now I'm in too deep and I can't stop. But I'm really proud of what I'm turning out, but I do wish I had more donuts.
I'm not driving to Milford.
I feel like it would make me feel better at the end of the day.
It is. I don't even know what time it is.
My watch stopped.
Didn't I just? Oh wait, no, never mind. I gave you a knife.
Yeah. But yeah, like I think about it, and I think about he had
a friend who shouldn't have played with knives.
The things
like
that
the
we would typically be expending our energy on this time of year.
laying in bed on our phones.
Yeah. I'm glad that we're not.
Yeah, that's later though.
But it's like, getting excited about... it's hard to get excited about a lot of things right now because we have so much going on.
Keeps us from being bored.
Oh, I don't worry about being bored. Do you ever worry about being bored?
I used to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What would it cause you to, like, panic do things?
Oh, no. It would just cause me to retreat to the couch or the recliner and bury myself in my phone like I still tend to do, But
is that out of boredom or to stave off boredom?
Both. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But, like, because as we were explaining to the boy yesterday, it's like when you want to do something, you need to speak up. You need to get up and do it. You need to, advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, people aren't mind readers. If you want something,
Well, I have tried to impress upon that boy in particular that you and I are not cruise directors, and we do not come with an itinerary of activities for, on deck fun and things like that.
When he tells me that he's not afraid to ask, like, I don't believe him.
There's no reason to.
Yeah. Like, because there are certain things he will ask for. Like, can I get a juice box? Like, okay, that's fine. Go get a juice box. But most of the things that he wants, very much like that are not out of reason, like, he will not ask for. And I can't understand that.
The kid won't even get up to get a new toy that belongs to him.
Right.
That he can go get by himself. He won't do that. Like, he lies on the floor and throws his feet in the air and kicks the air around and everything until we confront him and say, are you bored?
Well, I mean, I did a fair amount of that in my youth, but, nobody ever came to me and said, are you bored? And then tried to entertain me.
See, and
I was left to my own devices.
But that's just it, is that, I don't remember being bored.
I remember being bored
age.
plenty.
Oh, no, I don't remember being bored at that age because when in doubt, there was always something else to do.
Yeah, but see, we grew up very differently. I wasn't allowed to leave if I wanted to. I wasn't allowed to... I wasn't allowed
to just leave when I was 8 years old either.
I wasn't allowed to go anywhere that, like, hadn't been pre-approved, like...
Well, I'm talking about as a young child. Like, you're in the house on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get up, you have breakfast, you watch cartoons.
Yeah.
And then what? And then are you bored all of a sudden?
Well, no, it's if you have exhausted a fair amount of time doing things on your own, and then you've done everything that you had intended to do for that said Saturday, it's like, there's going to come a period of boredom because it's just like, at least in my condition, because it's like, well, now what do I do? Like, I did everything I wanted to do. Now I got to find something else to do.
Oh, see, there was always something else to do at my house. It was, I'd go to my room and I'd have Barbies to play with, or I'd have books to read, or I'd have animals to play with and stuff like that.
But unlike the boy, I had plans in mind. I always had a schedule. I made a schedule for myself and I adhered to it, but it wouldn't take all day. So once all the planned activities were completed, it's like, well, shit, now I got to find something else. So it's not like I didn't try. Like, we're encouraging him to try.
I got a kick out of unwrapping Baby Bell cheeses for my mother. I mean, if that woman was eating a Baby Bell cheese, I would... Can I unwrap it?
I mean, a lot of times I would just go,
And then I would Pac-Man and waka waka.
Whoever was left in the house, I would just go room to room and bug the shit out of them to occupy, to not just my time, but my brain. Like, all right, let's see, who can I get a rise out of?
I mean, at least the kid tried a donut yesterday.
And he read. He read,
which...
We didn't get to that part of the story yet.
You talk about breaking with tradition.
So after the Garlic Festival, tell it in sequence.
Okay. After the Garlic Festival, we went through small town USA and we found a little bookstore.
Hey, everybody.
And we found a little bookstore and we're just sort of walking through and everything like that. And you took him into the kids' book section and we said, pick out a book.
Well, I didn't say pick out a book. He just picked one and brought it over and was
no, because he was looking at the Dogman books because he already has a couple of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, if we buy you one of these, if we get you one of these, will you read it? And he said, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, do you want to look at other things that you don't have yet? And the book that he brought us at first was literally a box of Legos. And I'm just, and we were like, no. The next book that he brought.
Not for $30.
Not for $30. No, I'm not buying you. You know, it's like, no, because.
You got Legos at home.
Exactly. So the next thing he brought was, it was a Spider-Man Lego universe.
Right.
And it had a little Lego Spider-Man character in it and everything. And we asked him at least a dozen times, you're gonna read this, right? And he said, yes. And we're like, okay. So we told him, sit down and start reading it while we go look at things. And he did. Now, I couldn't tell you that while he was sitting there that he was retaining anything.
I mean, I saw him running his finger along.
I saw him running his finger along too. And when he got back here, we had him open it back up and he started reading more and everything. But then he gave us a little spiel about it and everything. And I'm like, praise the Lord.
Well, you did say he was going to get quizzed on it.
Listen, it comes down to, if you ask for something, I want to know that you are not wasting our money. I sort of got that from my parents, I think. Or definitely from my grandmother. Was that, it's like, if we get you something, I want to see you use it.
Yeah.
And that's just it, is that, I was skeptical to buy him a Lego book because I'm like, he's just going to play with the Legos.
But the thing is, inside the book, there was only one Lego.
Thank God. But he read a couple of chapters. Now it's back at his house with him and his mother. And for all we know, it will never be picked up again.
It's probably a coaster by now.
Yeah, it's probably a coaster by now. And it is what it is. But God bless him. He actually read a few pages of a book about something that he enjoys, which is what you told me to let him do.
Yeah.
Now, despite the fact that you got him those Sonic comic books and he couldn't care less about them.
Maybe not right now, but, eventually.
I asked him, I said, do you want to take it home? And he said, yeah. And then I asked him, I said, did you read it? And he says, no. I'm like, well.
I mean, well, hold on. In his defense, okay, there have been a lot of things, and again, like father, like son, a lot of things that I have not taken to immediately. For example, when we were on vacation last year and we stopped at that leather outlet, I bought myself a brand new belt. But I didn't start using it when we got home because there was nothing wrong with my current one. So I figure, wear this out, and then eventually I'll get to that one.
But what about the sneakers that you have been talking about retiring for 2 years now, and you bought a suitable replacement for? But you don't like them.
The old ones are still good. It's still good. It's still good. And the new ones I do wear from time to time.
From time to time. I'll give you that.
Yeah. And the old ones have sentimentality to them. They do.
Yeah, but you can always just keep them. You don't have to use faulty equipment.
Listen, it's not faulty.
In order to hang on to it.
Listen, I am determined to share with the world that you don't have to spend 80 to 100 or more on a pair of shoes for them to be good shoes.
Yes, and I'm not suggesting that you do. I'm merely suggesting that when you say, I think it's time to retire these, that
this is completely off topic. Completely off topic. The point of this story, Brian, is that eventually we do get to these things. You are still sitting on a pair of corduroy pants that you wanted for Christmas that you have not worn yet.
They're too small.
I have a hat stretcher right over here. Make them bigger.
If the hat stretcher will work, sure. No, I have to do some tweaking to these to make them fit because my ass will not fit in them. Okay? Trust me, if my ass did fit in them, I'd be wearing them all the time. Okay?
So we got to tweak your ass, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, we got to twerk my ass.
You said tweak.
Did I?
Is there a difference between tweak and twerk?
Is there?
I don't know.
But I think the point that I was trying to make was that I think we should get donuts more often. We don't usually do stuff like that, but I think it's time that we started. You're almost in your 40s. It's time to eat more donuts.
No.
Time to eat donuts. No? Is that not what your 40s are for? That's what I'm doing.
I gave you a hard time about us not having gone to the gym in a while, and then we went to the gym once. We destroyed ourselves, and we haven't been back since.
Because we've been working.
Yeah.
Yeah. It blows.
So if I'm to get more donuts, then they got to be eaten on the treadmill.
Deal. All right. That hurt.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, man. This was a good talk.
Oh, now we're going to call it?
This was a couple of good talks. Yeah.
I think we should call this one Lost Weekend.
Lost in the ether. Lost to the rest of the weekend.
Lost in the Ethel.
Yeah, lost in the Ethel. But did you have fun? Did you have a good time?
Lootin' always be a good time. Come on, matey. We've got a village to pillage.
We do, but thank you out there in podcast land for listening. We had a blast, truly. Right? Yeah, look at you.
You like my hat?
I like your hat. Do you like your hat?
I like it a lot better when it fits a little bit more comfortably.
It's a fine hat.
Yeah, I think I need to cut some hair to make it fit better.
Well, I can give you a haircut now.
Yeah.
We'll feature it on next week's episode.
Yeah.
As my husband becomes the Doppler effect.
Yeah. For those who can't see, this was my dad's, and I went to not a haberdasher.
A hatter.
A hatter, yeah.
A hatter.
And had it stretched and cleaned, and
yeah. Looks good.
Yeah. I'm going to probably be wearing it on October 24th at Dead Language Brewing in Hartford, Connecticut.
Tell them.
Tax collectors and harlots.
Find them on Instagram.
Facebook. TikTok.
I'm going to find them on Instagram because the rest of it is just sort of
Linktree.
That's the 24th.
24th.
Right? Cobber Wrestling.
November 1st, we're in Stratford.
No, you're not.
No, not Stratford. Stanford. No.
You're
Shelton.
in Shelton.
Shelton. They all start with S.
Good grief.
And then I don't know about the 22nd yet, but anyway, so those two are confirmed.
Tax collectors and harlots and coat of arms tattoo, October
25th.
Yes, Saturday, October 25th, coat of arms tattoo in Bethel, Connecticut. We are doing the second annual Halloween Flash event. There's going to be live music, tattoos all day. Some food, maybe some hightails.
If I remember correctly, I think I saw Eric post something about some of the proceeds going to Trista's Ride.
Yes, a portion of the proceeds will be going to Trista's Ride, which benefits breast cancer awareness.
This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
It is. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so it's only fair. And she was family, so.
Well, we also lost a very special lady in this family to breast cancer. So,
yeah. So yes, come one, come all. Tell all your friends, drag them along with you. It's going to be a very good time. 11 to 7 p.m. again at Coat of Arms Tattoo. Find Coat of Arms Tattoo on Instagram. Find Love Hard Art on Instagram, and find us there because we will be there. What else we got going on?
Donuts, man.
And go to Duck Donuts. Not a sponsor, but be a sponsor. Somebody tell them that we're talking about them nonstop.
If we didn't have so many mugs in this house, I would have brought one home because they're just adorable. They're just nice.
Well, I'm sure at some point we'll get at least one duck mug.
I'm looking at one.
Oh, and that's a full lid, I think.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
I got a fart.
We're gonna call it right here then. From the three of us at That Talking Podcast, I'm JJ Star,
and I'm Downtown Andy.
We'll talk to you later.